controversy. He prefers to speak with his fists, but did grant Charlie Steiner an in-depth interview. Charlie's in Vegas spearheading our coverage of tomorrow's Tyson Ruddock fight.
Thank you, Robin, and good morning. Welcome back to the Mirage here in Las Vegas, where tomorrow night, Donovan Razor Ruddock and mighty Mike Tyson will have at it in what effectively amounts to a heavyweight elimination bout. The winner of tomorrow night's fight is expected to fight the winner of the George Foreman-Evander Holyfield fight. That bout takes place next month in Atlantic City, New Jersey. But clearly, the star of the show is mighty Mike Tyson, the former heavyweight champion of the world, who continues to be one of the most compelling personalities in all of sports.
My best way of psychological intimidation is by a physical force. Someone upsets Mike Tyson punches him in the face.
When you say those things with the violence behind them, I mean, that sense of intimidation. Do you do that by design? I mean, clearly, there's no question, Mike, the guys come into the ring and they are scared to death.
You only scare people from hitting them. You don't scare them from just looking at them and marking them down and tracking them in the ring. You have to hit them. That's when they come intimidated. They're not intimidated. Once they get hit, then they become intimidated.
What did you think about Ray? It's the end of the line, the career he had, and what thoughts did you have about?
I used to get very emotional, and it hurt me very bad to see that. I didn't like seeing that.
Why?
I remember it was 79. He fought Benitez, and I was in a reformatory for bad boys. And it was just a highlight for me to watch this. I was 12 years old when he won the title, when he first won the title. And see, he was still champion. He's still a champion when I was champion. You admire the guy, and it hurt you when you see him go down, you see him get hit. Even though, in a way, you guys are both fighters and you understand the game, you feel the punches. You just do, because of the admiration. You just feel, I don't know, I can't explain it, really, to be honest. I can't explain it, but I know I felt hurt, I felt the pain.
Why are you out running 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning and not later in the day? Or why do fighters do that?
Because I don't want to do it. You have to discipline yourself to do things that you don't want to do. I think I want to get up before and run. I want to get up, and sometimes I get up and run, I see guys, and I like to hang out. I see people in the car, they party, they just came from partying and hanging out. I'm like, wow. They're having fun in that car. You see a guy with his girl in the back, they got crazy. And I said, God, this guy's they're having fun, and I'm running. I told my friends, I'll be right out there.
What makes the King-Tyson relationship click?
I was in a bad situation in which he helped out, and I felt indebted to him. And then we got to know each other, and we were very good friends.
So it's more than just a business relationship?
Absolutely. Basically, he's just like anyone else. He's a father, he has children, he loves his grandkids, and he's happy. And he's happy his life's very successful, and he's done a lot for me financially. He helped me and for a great deal of money, which isn't a big issue, but it's helpful when you're living in this country. I wasn't the toughest kid in my neighborhood by far. A long line, a bunch of guys ahead of me. I never was an athlete as a child. I was never an athlete. I wasn't athletic. I didn't play any sports. Everybody wanted to play basketball and play softball Sundays and stuff. I said, come on, man, let's get some money, man. Later for that. They don't want to play no sports.
You played your own sport.
Yeah. Our whole motto wasn't about how tough you were, how good you could fight. It was how much money you had in your pocket. That was the whole issue, we wanted to look nice, dress nice. We were looking nice. We didn't want to fight anyway, but we had to fight because guys would get mad because we looked nice and try to take our stuff. But we didn't want to fight. We just wanted to look nice and be decent people. People wanted to talk well. People wanted to look nice. You know what I mean?
12 years ago, Mike Tyson was in a juvenile home. A half a life later, Tyson has several homes. including this condo in Las Vegas. He grew up wanting money and nice clothes, and now he's got them, too.
There's always talk about Mike Tyson and all the money he's made, and when you hear and read that stuff, what do you think? Is that something that you just wish would go away? It was nobody's business, or?
It really isn't no one's business, but what the hell? I mean, what can you do? You know what I mean? It's the hardest thing in the world to do is to count someone else's money.
The only thing harder, I think, is counting your own.
That's not too hard.
No.
You can never think, because once you think, you lose time.
Now, what was the story behind the Rolls-Royce Corniche and the fact that you didn't like your Ferrari? Tell me the story. I mean, that's one of those stories you read in the papers. Wow.
That's blown out of proportion. This is what happened.
Okay.
I was riding a car which was a stick. It was a Ferrari, and it was a stick. And I was driving it fast, and I was driving it for a long time, perhaps 3 hours, and it started idling. And when it started idling, it was upsetting me. You know, you stopped the toll, and I was upset, so I was listening. I said, God, I had my friend at the time. She called, I said, call this place and ask them what kind of car they have. And they were telling me what kind of car. And they said, this is how, did you go, how's the car? How much it cost? All right, what? $200,000? It cost $200,000, it's a blue and white rose. I said, well, he got to come out with a better deal, because I'm hungry as well. And I'm going in and I said, well, it got to be a better deal. Not thinking that, I'm really not negotiating. I'm just thinking spontaneously. We got to do a better deal. Then I got the price down to what I wanted. Then I went and I bought the car, and then I took the Ferrari, left the house, and then I went home.
Yeah, I'm glad you told the story, because, you know, it's one of those that we'd read in the papers and never really got a sense of.
Because if you it's from reading it, you think, oh, this guy's an idiot. What did he drop a car? You leave this car here, and all right, I take this car. Wow, like some dumb psychotic kid. Wow, with cash. Yeah, like Richie Rich. Wow, look at this.
Word association. Buster Douglas.
I don't know what to say about him. I don't know much about him. He fought a good fight one night.
Donovan Razor Ruddock.
He been for a bad night, March 18th.
Evander Holyfield.
Good fighter.
Bill Caton.
Bad experience ever being involved with him. Evil, wicked, but very smart.
Mike Tyson.
Yeah. He's a hell of a fighter. We haven't seen the best of him yet.
Mike Tyson, who along with Donovan Razor Ruddock will weigh in this afternoon at 1 o'clock Pacific time, 4 o'clock Eastern time here at the Mirage in Las Vegas. And when we come back, you'll get a chance to meet Donovan Razor Ruddock, along with ESPN boxing analyst Al Bernstein, as we continue our pre-fight coverage from the Mirage in Las Vegas. Donovan Razor Ruddock, the transplanted Jamaican who moved up to Toronto, Canada at the age of 10, became a boxer at the age of 15, is in for the fight of his life against mighty Mike Tyson. Clearly, for the first time in the career of Donovan Razor Ruddock, he's on a world stage, and he says he's prepared.
March 18th, Mike Tyson, Razor Ruddock dies. If he doesn't die, it doesn't count. If he's not dead, it doesn't count.
Is that a seed that you plant?
I'm 100% serious.
I always say, whenever you dig a grave, dig two.
Donovan Razor Ruddock can hit with devastating power and efficiency with either hand. And like all of Mike Tyson's previous opponents, Ruddock professes to have no fear. But more often than not, the angry demeanor come fight night of Mike Tyson generally changes all that, and in a hurry.
He said he can beat me, and I know I can beat him. That's what I feel. Oh, I'm going to kill Razor Ruddock. I mean, he never said that about another opponent, but he's saying about me. I think that's only a scared man talking, because if you're going to do something, just don't say it. Just come and do it.
Ruddock, 10 straight knockouts. He's a big left hand, too. Michael Doe's. 12 minutes out cold.
Which means Razor Ruddock isn't just any opponent.
Let's talk about the Dokes fight.
Well, I'm saying this, and I hope Mike Tyson hear it. Michael Doak said, okay, he was going to kick my, whatever, you know what I'm talking about. And he said it to my promoter, but he never said it to me. So therefore, I went in there with a feeling of, I want to take out Michael Doak. I never once said to Michael Doak, I'm going to hurt you. I'm going to knock you. I never said it. Just come on over here and let's play.
Let's play. Unlike Tyson, the Jamaican-born Ruddock is a natural athlete. In fact, tennis was his first love. His boxing career was almost an afterthought. It began to flourish 9 years ago when he enlisted in the Canadian Armed Forces. But it really all began in high school, and it wasn't even his idea.
And one day I was in school, and this boy out of the blue, he just said to me one day, Donovan, why don't you go do boxing? You'd kill everybody. And he didn't even look at me. Up to now, he didn't look at me. And 10 years ago, and I just walked into the gym that same day.
This isn't the first time Ruddock and Tyson were supposed to meet. Back in November of 1989, they were all set to get it on in Edmonton. But Tyson canceled out, claiming he had a respiratory illness, which not very many people in the boxing fraternity believed. Ruddock got caught holding the bag. Tyson would eventually get caught by one James Buster Douglas.
Sooner or later, we had to come together, no matter where it would be. Probably we were walking down the street and we see Mike Tyson, me and him alone, and we clash. You know, it just had to happen.
So you and Mike are going to have a party, you said?
And at last check, Donovan Razor Ruddock was about a 5-to-1 underdog here at the Mirage in Las Vegas, or at least here in the sports book at any rate. And the $64,000 question around this town, and that's relatively peanuts as far as some of the big bettors in this town are concerned, is does he have a chance? ESPN boxing analyst Al Bernstein joins me now. Al, does he?
Well, that is the big question here, and for Razor Ruddock, it's a multi-million-dollar question because a win would be so valuable to him, and really the whole boxing community waiting to see what will happen here because it could change the whole picture in the heavyweight division. I think that I thought that Razor Ruddock would have a better chance until some of the things that have transpired in the last couple of weeks. The fact that he hasn't sparred, the question of whether his right hand is hurt as it was against Michael Doak, about which, by the way, he won with one hand, but can you beat Mike Tyson with one hand? That's the question. This, I think, has cast some doubt in my mind and certainly in others as well.
Giving the Ruddock camp the benefit of the doubt, saying that his hand is not injured, how in the world could he have peaked so soon 3 weeks before the fight?
Well, yeah, we have to ask ourselves, how did Buster Douglas come in at the weight he came in? These things happen in boxing, and I think in any case it's a specious argument for them to make. Yeah, why would you peak three weeks before you're going to face Mike Tyson of all people? I think that for Razor Ruddock, the primary question is, can he overcome whatever this problem is, whether it's his hand or the problem in training, and use his physical skills to win this fight? The one thing we know is he does have certain physical attributes, a terrific left hook, uppercut, if you will, that he can use against Mike Tyson. He needs to get to the point where he can use those skills to win and hopefully fight through all these other problems.
Prediction.
Well, I would have to say you have to go with Mike Tyson in this bout, but I do think that Razor Ruddock will probably surprise people with the level of his skills.
Al Bernstein will be joining me tomorrow night for our post-fight coverage here on ESPN. I'm Charlie Steiner at the Mirage in Las Vegas. Let's go back to SportsCenter.